You're live.
Hi. Beautiful, beautiful. Good evening, everybody. You know, it's another awesome night, Wednesday night, and it's Unwind Wednesdays. And you know, as usual, I always have something very special for you. Remember, we were talking about the whole thing of diabetes and the functions of the kidneys and all of these things. We have our special guest tonight, and he is here to let you all know what is happening with, himself, just to give you some knowledge about mental health where diabetes is concerned. Um, as I've said, everything for people know a lot about cancer. We know when it's cancer month. So we are now going to know when is diabetes month. And so we can share and make it a big thing, so people can understand and relate to what is happening. There is also an association where you can give your fundings. Yes, so you can help others. So guys, let me tell you something. It's kidney disease. I just, yeah, kidney disease. So there is a whole thing that is happening where this is concerned, and a lot of people need to get knowledge about it. So we have somebody very special that's going to be explaining a lot of things to us. But first, we have to do the do. As you enter the chat, it's glasses up because we say cheers as we enter to talk. Yes? Now run go share the live because we're talking about our health now. So run go share the live, tell a friend, tell your neighbor that Shelly Xpressionz is on Xpressionz JA's YouTube channel. And it's another beautiful way. I don't know if it's me alone, but the night is a little bit humid, isn't it? It's hot. Or just me. Well, I know that I am hot, but so. But we're gonna tell a friend to tell our next friend we are here, and we're talking about kidney disease. We're gonna talk about the symptom and everything, but we're gonna talk about the health part of it first. Because I did promise you, and doctors have to be where they are, saving lives at all times. So I don't know how I managed to grab my doctor because he's very busy, very, very busy. And when he comes on, he will let you know, he will explain to you, what he does and all of these things. All right, so we're going to tell a friend to tell our next friend, and in 2 minutes, we'll have our doc here talking to us. Yes? So me I go share and Uno go share too. Remember, as you enter the chat, raise your glasses and then hellos. I'm sharing the live. Let's go. Barbara, big up yourself. That girl Tally, big up yourself. For those of you who are just joining in on the live, Kemi, um, Candice, Bam team in the building, big up yourself. Candice coating errands. Andrew, wait, now we're soon getting all of the juicy stuff. Janique World, big up yourself, blessings. Remember, run go tell a friend to tell a next friend, share up the live because tonight is gonna be a very interesting night. See, I'm on my phone sharing. How are we doing? How are we doing? Remember, as you enter, hola, Candies, hola, hola. So, we're going to get down into a lot of other things coming up shortly. But I'm going to introduce somebody very special. Um, he goes by the name Doctor. So, all of the details, they you know, because he's still doing school because every doctor always wants to further themselves. So he is now furthering himself in a lot of things. So I'm going to give you all of the accolades when he comes on here. All right. So I'm gonna introduce I'm gonna introduce my special guest, and he's gonna come on and he's gonna talk to us a little bit about what kidney disease really is. All right. I am gonna introduce to you. I'm gonna introduce Dr. Marius Badal. Yeah, he was looking. He was looking. Doc, where's your juice? Dr. Marius Badal. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
It's been a minute. I've been trying to get you here so we can talk about, you about this whole kidney disease thing because it's very dear to me. And I've always said that we know a lot about cancer. I mean, Cancer Month is very loud. I mean, they make it a day or a month rather. So I don't see us doing much for this kidney disease. So I want to put it out there, make it loud and proud. If it's celebrated, because by my understanding, I've been told that it's celebrated in November.
No, actually, in March.
Ma-
Well, Kidney Day is celebrated in the month of March, March the 9th. But this year, we organized it. We had a large turnover and a lot of presentation throughout Jamaica this year. So we did a lot of work this year promoting kidney disease
Okay.
and how to prevent kidney disease.
Okay.
So it was a lot of activities going on.
Okay. So before Dr. Badal gets into all of the, giving us all the info and talking to us about the kidney disease, I want you to introduce yourself properly. Give me all of the, give us all of the accolades that's attached to your name and stuff, and so forth. So,
Okay. Good night, everyone. Um, my name is Dr. Marius Badal. You may ask if I'm a Jamaican. I am not a Jamaican, but my wife is. And I am a double specialty in internal medicine and also kidney disease. So I'm a nephrologist also. I am currently working at the Kingston Public Hospital. This is where I do all the activities when it comes to kidney. And I was graduated from the University of Havana, Cuba. And then posterior to that, I did a diploma in renal disease in Wales University. So currently I have other things doing, but as doctors, we keep our hands always busy.
excuse me, Dr. Badal, what is kidney disease?
Um, Kidney disease is the is defined as a decline in the kidney function. Um, it presents itself in two forms: acute kidney injury and chronic kidney disease. I will not focus tonight on acute kidney injury because there's a possibility that once you have acute kidney injury, once the cause is treated, and then the kidney can return to its normal function.
Okay.
But you are at risk of developing chronic kidney
Chronic.
disease.
Okay.
But chronic kidney disease is a slow progression in declining of the kidney function. So, what are the kidney functions? You may ask me. The kidneys have a lot of functions. I will mention just a few of them. One, it allows the hemostasis or the water balance in our body. It regulates blood pressure, regulates our electrolyte balance. For example, your sodium level, your potassium level. It also regulates your phosphorus level and your calcium. It allows, when the body is low in hemoglobin, it produces a special hormone called erythropoietin. In short term, we say EPO. It helps to build back our blood level. The kidney also removes toxins from the body. When we eat high protein meat, for example, um, foods that contain protein breakdowns into amino acid. Then from amino acid, it breaks down into a waste product called uric acid. Also, the muscle in our body called creatine, it breaks down into creatinine, and these are toxins. So the kidneys, they filter the toxins from our body. So it helps to maintain a balance in everything. It regulates the blood and the urine pH level. So it has a lot of function, and it is very important that we take care of it.
Wow. You said it's very important to take care of it.
Yes.
How do we take care of it?
How do we take care of our kidney? If we have any sickness or baseline disease, for example, diabetes, hypertension, we are required to visit our physician,
Okay.
and we do what you call screening to see if you have any form of chronic kidney disease. We test the urine to see if there is any protein in there or any blood in there. And from there, now we do other investigations. Also, we do a specific blood test um, that oriented us that if the kidney is able to eliminate the toxin, for example, the creatinine, it helps us a lot. So these are some of the ways we can tell if someone has chronic kidney disease
Okay.
by screening them.
Okay. I hear you keep mentioning that word. I can't pronounce it.
Creatinine,
Creatinine.
yes,
Right. Should it be at a particular level?
yes. The body produces creatinine at a specific rate every per minute per hour, and the kidneys are responsible to eliminate that creatinine at that specific rate. Now, if it doesn't eliminate the creatinine, which is a toxin, it will accumulate in the body. When it accumulates in the body, then it can produce a lot of different symptoms, and yeah, and that is when we can tell someone has kidney disease.
What are some of the symptoms that we should look for with kidney disease?
Um, the initial phase of chronic kidney disease, normally the person doesn't have any symptoms, no symptoms at all. Um, someone can be walking on the road and they may have stage 1 or 2 or 3 or even stage 4 chronic kidney disease and they don't have any symptoms. But some of the late symptoms that they may have, they may present with generalized weakness. They may have a decrease in appetite. They may feel tired. They may even present themselves as having weight loss.
Okay.
And as time goes by, as the kidney disease worsens, they may have uncontrolled high blood pressure. Sometimes some of the girls may come with stroke or myocardial heart attack because the pressure is very high because the kidneys are damaged, cannot control the pressure. And as such, these are some of the manifestations. Also, they may have swelling of the legs. When they wake up in the morning, their face may swell because of the collection of fluid or water in the body. And because of that, these are some of the signs the patient may refer to the doctor. Hey, doc, this morning I wake up and my face swell. I do not know why. Hey, doc, during the day while I'm walking, I see my legs swelling. I'm not too sure. Or when I use the restroom, when I'm passing the urine, I'm seeing a lot of bubbles in there. Frothy urine, we call it.
Oh.
This means that you may be passing a lot of protein in the urine. Right. So these are the little things that we look into. These are the little questions that we ask to see if you have kidney disease. And if you suspect you do, then we do urine tests, blood tests, like I mentioned early on, and we do some more investigation to see the stage you are with kidney disease.
What are some of the treatments? So you mentioned kidney disease being stage 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the highest?
5.
5 is hey. Okay, so wow. Yeah.
Not the highest, but the worst.
The worst.
Yes.
This is where the kidneys just stop.
Shut down. Yes. All right. Before I go into the different treatments,
Yes.
I just want to let the audience know that not this year, but last year, based on the World Health Organization and other studies we've done, the world population, we had a prevalence of about 830 million people with chronic kidney disease. As of this year, we had 850 million
What?
of people with chronic kidney disease.
Wow.
And out of that, the main cause of that chronic kidney disease, they are hypertension and diabetes. They have other causes, for example, obesity, obstructive urine, that is, you may have cancer, it's preventing the urine, your body from passing the urine, so the urine accumulates, it affects the kidneys. You have different generalized diseases that affect the kidney, for example, lupus, some different form of other autoimmune disease, right? Some genetic pathologies, disease like the kidneys may have a lot of cysts in there. We call it polycystic kidney disease. All these can lead someone to have chronic kidney disease, right? Now, once you have been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, we stage you. We give you the number I just mentioned of either stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
And if you are at stage 2 or 3, I should say, then your physician should refer to a nephrologist, a specialist in that field. So that the nephrologist now will work with you, I should say the patient, and try as much as possible to do a lifestyle modification. Lifestyle modification, we try to change your diet, which is important. So we have to avoid certain things in our diet that can lead us to have chronic kidney disease or worsening the chronic kidney disease.
Right.
For example, the intake of protein. Because the body, the kidneys, they filter the protein.
Right.
All right, it reabsorbs the amino acid.
Right.
It can damage the kidneys because of that high amount of work it has to do. So we have to limit the amount of protein The amount of protein that we're supposed to consume or someone who has a chronic kidney disease is approximately 0.8 grams per kilo in 24 hours. That is the size of our palm or deck of card, right? Now, I will say that there are different type of proteins. There are proteins that are kidney friendly, and there are proteins that can be very toxic to the kidneys.
Right.
The ones that are toxic are the pork, the bacon.
People, you hear that? The ones that are toxic, the pork, the bacon, Dr. Badal.
Yeah. The red meat in general.
Somebody,
Beef,
somebody on the live was saying too much red meat.
right, the red meat. So the kidney friendly ones, I call them, like, for example, the vegetarian protein, the eggs, the fish, and the chicken. So they're a little bit more friendly to the kidney. So we encourage the patient to eat more of this because it allow them to consume at least that amount of protein so that they don't become malnourished.
Okay.
Because you don't want your patient or the patient to become malnourished.
Right.
Apart from the protein now, the other thing we have to do is avoid high consumption of alcohol, high consumption of caffeine. For example, Coca-Cola. I should not mention brand, but I should say brands that have or drinks that may have caffeine in there, the energy drinks. We have to try as much as possible to avoid them. All right.
How about a bottle of wine? I mean, I'm asking.
Well, if you consume a little bit of wine, it may not do as much damage.
Okay.
Right? Actually, some studies have shown that it can have some cardiovascular protection.
Okay.
Right?
So,
But
a glass of red wine.
I still don't promote it. I still don't promote it. The other thing we do have to change in our diet is the sodium intake,
Okay.
the salt. When we purchase our groceries, our food from the stores, we have to ensure that it doesn't have a high content of sodium in there. And when we are cooking our food, we should reduce the amount of salt we're supposed to consume. If you have high blood pressure, diabetes, and also this kidney disease, then the amount of salt you're supposed to consume for the day is about 2 grams. Some literature will say about 2 to 5 grams, but I try to restrict it as much as possible to at least less than 2 grams in 24 hours.
People on the hear that?
That's like a small
No only
teaspoon.
for salt.
Yes.
No only for salt, please.
Avoid the salt as much as possible. Now, once we have the diet taken care of, we send to our dietitian. Then, if you have diabetes now and hypertension, we give you medication.
So this would be okay. So we're
As
still
a
at
treat-
stage. Which stage we're at?
No, we go to the stage,
Okay.
that's for the treatment,
Okay.
lifestyle modification.
Right.
So if you're diabetic, we have to ensure that your glucose level is well controlled. If you have high blood pressure, we ensure that you take the required blood pressure medication and control. If you have protein in the urine, your blood pressure is supposed to be less than 120/75. Okay, and we give you specific medication. Some of them are nephroprotective, in other words, prevent the kidney from excreting protein, so it protects the kidney.
Okay.
Other thing that we have to do, we encourage our patient to drink water. That is fundamental. I know a lot of people, they don't like to drink water, they like to consume juice and wine and other beverages, for example.
But one of the questions I would like to ask is that, and I know we're getting there. You said you encourage them to drink a lot of water.
Okay, I know where you're coming from.
Right.
Yes.
But if the kidneys are at this stage, and the water is what?
Now it depends on the stage. If you are
Okay.
healthy,
Uh-huh.
we encourage you to drink water
Right.
to help the kidneys flush itself, remove the toxins faster.
Okay.
However, if you are at stage 3, you may still be passing the same amount of urine. Remember, you may not have any water retention as yet, so we still encourage you to drink water. However, if you are passing a lot of protein in the urine and you have urine retention, not really protein, you are passing a lot of protein and you have water retention, then we try to restrict you from drinking a lot of water.
Okay.
Because you are passing protein, when you pass the protein in the urine, the protein within the system, the entire body goes down. Right? When it goes down now, you have different, because of protein, especially the albumin, it regulates specific pressures within the blood vessels and the interstitial of the tissues.
Okay.
So we call it oncotic pressure.
Okay.
So when you pass the protein, the albumin, it can regulate that oncotic pressure, so you reabsorb all the water.
Okay.
It stores, it goes in different parts of the body, the legs, the face, around the heart, in the lungs, and can worsen the person's condition.
Okay.
So we restrict that amount of water. But if you are healthy, then we encourage you to drink water. And the amount of water, it varies from person to person. If you work in an office with air condition, we encourage you to drink the normal amount of water, probably 8 glasses of water or 1.2, 1.5 liters of water for the day. If you're somebody who is very active, you are a dancer or you play football, you have to consume a little bit more water.
Okay.
And so water is important. What else? That's the outline of what we do
For treatment.
to prevent the progression of the kidney disease.
Right.
Now, on the stages now, based on the stage, we have different medication to give you, but that's we don't have to go into detail.
Right.
The other once now you have reached stage 5 kidney disease, and you start having you have the buildup of toxins, the creatinine start to go up,
Right.
your blood levels start to go down, your pressure goes up, your potassium start to go up.
All right. So, give me a ratio of numbers. So, like a
Okay.
crit.
Okay, you want
That
a
word.
number.
That word. What level should that be?
It varies from female to male
Right.
because of the body mass.
Right.
Female has less body mass, so the number varies, and in male it's a little higher. Depending on the laboratory results or the lab you go to, might give you a different reading.
Okay.
Right? It's not something that I memorize, but
Okay.
the range is about between 60 to 120.
Right.
Some labs could say between 70 to 130.
Okay.
So it depends on the laboratory, but once you have the normal range from that laboratory, then we compare it with what you have based on your
results. Okay.
And we use a scientific equation, and we calculate your stage.
Okay.
It doesn't give a full. It's not that accurate 100%, but it is there. It gives you a very good detail about the stage of your kidney disease. And then from there now, we stage you. Like stage 1 is you have we call it glomerular filtration rate, GFR, of greater than 90.
Okay.
Right? If it's stage 2 is 60 to 89. Right? 3 is that's 59 to 30.
Okay.
Stage 4 is 29 to 15, and stage 5 is less than 15.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
So that's the stages.
Wow. Guys, if you're just joining the live, I am talking to Dr. Marius Badal. He is a kidney
Specialist and an internist.
Kidney specialist and an internist. Now, guys, it's very important to understand your body because nobody else can understand it for you. So please listen. So even if If it's not for you, then you can explain to somebody else. You can help another person. Yeah, you can save a life. All right. So we're talking to Dr. Marius Badal, kidney specialist. He has a lot more information. I have a whole heap of questions. And if you do have questions, you can ask. I'm sure if Dr. Badal is able to, he will answer and answer to the best of his ability. All right. So
Yes.
back to you, Dr. Badal.
Now, once you've diagnosed with stage 5 kidney disease and you have the symptoms,
Right.
we have treatment. We can offer treatment. And it entails two forms of treatment. Dialysis, which entails peritoneal dialysis, where we put a tube in the abdomen with running fluid in and out, and we train you to do it at home. Now, within that, there are different forms. Right? In hemodialysis now, this is where we put you on a machine for dialysis, where they pull out the blood from your system. It goes on the machine in what we call a dialyzer, which is the functional part, it's like the functional part of the kidney. Remove all toxin, remove the excessive water, and return the blood to the body. So we have peritoneal dialysis and hemodialysis, and the other one is kidney transplant. Right? So if we have a donor, then that person can get a kidney transplant.
My question: at what stage? Back up. Do you think a stage 5 patient can have a kidney transplant?
Yes, a stage 5 kidney disease patient can have a transplant. Once you have a donor, then we can screen you, we do the necessary tests, and we can get the transplant.
Is it safe? Is it risky? Or I
Um,
should say, what are the risks?
in transplant,
Yeah.
everything has risks, right? Every surgery that we do, we have risks. But before we go ahead and do the kidney transplant, we do tests or studies on both the person who's going to give the kidney and also the one who's receiving the kidney. And once we know that everything is fine, the risk for different complication is not there, then we go ahead and do the transplant. However, we do educate the patient that within the
The
theater,
procedure.
the procedure, things can happen,
Okay.
right? Um, because everybody's anatomy is different. Things can happen, and that itself, if we remove the kidney from the donor and something goes wrong, then probably that donor might lose that kidney and that recipient never get the chance to get the kidney. Or little things like that can happen. Post-transplant now, they have different, if some individuals, they actually can reject the kidney. They have an acute form of rejecting the kidney. This is why we have to make sure we have the right medication,
Right.
right, to prevent the rejection.
Okay.
But yes, everything has risk, and yes, things can go bad. But at the
Things
same time, majority of the time, things
Goes well.
goes very well in favor of the recipient and
Okay.
also the donor, because they were willing to give a kidney. And we encourage everyone to give a kidney.
You hear, guys? We encourage you. I mean, to help another fellow. You know,
Yes.
give a kidney, save a life, help a life as long as you can. You know, and there's a lot of. I also want to encourage that there's a lot of blood drives that's happening. If you're not faintish to give in blood, you know, go out there, support all that, also give blood, because everybody needs blood. You know what I mean? Don't wait until the last minute. You hear a family or a friend come and say, boy, we need blood for this member. Just give blood. Once the drives come up, give blood. Yeah?
Yeah, because majority of the kidney failure patients who are on dialysis, they do require a lot of blood.
Okay.
We do give them medication to build back the blood, but The problem is that if you are not getting proper dialysis, adequate dialysis, then the blood level goes down and the mortality rate increase.
Okay.
Right?
So you talk about dialysis for a stage 4 or 5 patient, because a stage 4 patient does dialysis. No, a stage 5, because that's when it is.
And not everyone at stage
Stage 5
5
does it.
we do dialysis.
Mhm.
We have to monitor, like I said, the toxins from the
Right.
body and if they have any symptoms.
Right.
We try our best to prevent the patient from going to dialysis.
Okay.
Try to prolong whatever little function that they have.
Mhm.
I know stage 5 is less than 15, and whatever, if you have 14 left function, we try to as much as possible to prolong that,
Mhm.
to give you an extra 6 months or an extra year. Sometimes it's 2 years
Okay.
without being dialyzed
Okay.
by just doing a little lifestyle modification
Okay.
and taking your medication on time every day.
Okay. Just lose my chain of thoughts. So right, with the dialysis, is it because you said it changes the blood and it does all of this work and all of these things. How what are some of the signs that, because this must be tiring for the patient themselves. I mean, because it actually it drains the body of the blood to do all of that work inside a machine and then returns it.
Yes. It actually has some little effect on the patient. This is why we tell them the day before the dialysis, we tell them don't take their pressure tablets,
Right.
because it can lower your blood pressure.
Okay.
Because you are withdrawing blood or fluid from the body.
Mhm.
Also, because the patient, once they have started dialysis, after a while they stop producing urine, then the machine has to now remove the excessive water from the body. And all of these things can lower the blood pressure. So sometimes they will feel bad, sometimes they want to throw up, sometimes some of them even black out.
Okay.
But we try our best to monitor them. We do check their blood pressure, we do check their glucose level, we check their oxygen level while they're being dialyzed. So while the nurse is attending to them, they do their vitals to ensure that they are fine, check on them. And after a while, the body adapts to it. But also because the machine removes the excessive um, electrolytes. For example, the potassium can go low,
Right.
your sodium can go low, so you might get sometimes muscle cramping, headache, muscle spasm, as the complications. But it's not that bad.
Okay. So I know sometimes guys are asking. I know I am asking, questions and stuff. My mother is a dialysis patient, and I experienced some of these things with her. Sometimes it causes unawareness. It's kind of make them a little,
Yeah, a little drowsy,
yes.
a little less active.
Mhm.
It's not only, yeah, it's because of probably the low pressure, because of the change in the body itself. For example, remember the kidney functions we mentioned earlier on is to control our electrolytes, the sodium,
Right.
potassium,
Right.
bicarbonate, etc. The machine, even though we set on the machine what we want from the machine, but it is a machine.
Right.
We may not get what we want.
Right.
So at the end, sometimes some patients they have a cramping, they get a little drowsy, and when we do blood tests, we find that probably potassium is a little too low,
Okay.
or the sodium a little too low, or a little too high. So these are a little because it's not a natural thing.
Right.
So it doesn't give the outcome the way our physical body
Would naturally.
process things.
How many times do you recommend dialysis being done?
Dialysis should be done based on studies, international studies, like I always say, 3 times a week. For someone to have a stronger, um, better, feel better,
Right.
and the best at all the time, we should get this 3 times dialysis for the week.
So in Jamaica, dialysis is not cheap. It isn't, guys. It isn't. And this, so you would wonder if this, could be a treatment that is done at a lesser cost, providing what they're doing and what they go through. Dr. Badal, for you, I know this is very close to you. What do you think what are your thoughts that some of the things that can be done? I mean, to, you know, for some people, some persons cannot manage doing 3 sessions. Some people can manage 2.
Yes, from my experience, even my patient complains when I see them. They say that, doc, how come I can't afford that? And sometimes I have to decide, should I go and get my treatment, or versus should I buy myself a meal? So it's very hard for them. I at nights
Think about this,
I
right?
think about
I
those
know.
things,
Yes.
and I have become a little restless. I feel, actually, I take my own, you know, I help them out whenever as much as possible, for them. So yeah, the treatment here in Jamaica, the price ranges between 13,000 Jamaican dollars to about
27.
20. Some places a little more expensive.
More expensive.
And it's a handful for the patient, especially the family members, trying to help them out. It's a big challenge.
Yeah.
It's a big challenge.
Is there anything that you are doing or taking on to assist with this?
Okay. Okay. Now, because of my passion for my patients, right? Last year, I went home and I was just thinking, how can I help these those patients, those unfortunate patients? I was brainstorming, and I came with an idea. I shared with my wife, and she told me that's a brilliant idea. And I also spoke with some of my friends. I even spoke with your host because I know her mom. And she said that was beautiful. Actually, she had it in mind to do it. And that is a Dialysis Aid Foundation. And so I have actually created the website. It's established. It's established. So that's one of the ways I see that I can help those patients or these patients. So yes, that is one way.
All right, so guys, Dr. Badal, it is registered, it is certified, it is called Dialysis Aid Foundation Limited.
It's a charity organization. It's a non-profitable organization. It's only for individuals who are kidney failure and they need help for the treatment. So I will do, for example, I will call the different, because in the government setting, the kidney failure patient, they get a treatment for free. So it will focus more on individuals who are not in the government setting, but more in the public sector, in the private sector, I should say. And I will call the different facility dialysis centers to see how many patients that need at least two treatment for the week. If they are getting one treatment for the week or one treatment every 2 weeks, then I can use the funds to say, hey, this fund is to ensure that that patient get her at least two dialysis for the week. So that's my intention or my motive for creating this foundation. And with time, I'm also thinking, and one of my friends said that we can go a little deep further by involving even patient with chronic kidney disease on the whole. To just focus on chronic kidney disease and also the dialysis aspect. And also, who knows, depending on how well we do or how well the organization does, then we can think about going even further, providing the necessary funds for kidney transplants.
Hey,
And because doing the necessary blood works for kidney transplant is expensive. And some of us, if we cannot afford dialysis,
how are we going to afford it? Right.
So I have all those thoughts, all those ideas behind my head. So I am looking forward to make it even bigger. I have the encouragement of my host. She sees me mostly every day. She calls me mostly every day to just give her advice about her mom and how we can take it from there to make it a reality here in Jamaica. So yeah.
Guys, the link is in the live chat. Please go on the website, check it out. Donate. Don't just keep it to yourself. Please pass on the word. Pass it out. We want people to know. We want people to understand exactly what kidney disease is, and make it a big thing. Make it a big thing. Just like cancer, just like any other sickness. We want to make people aware of what kidney disease is. And Dr. Badal, I mean, I don't know if you were in my head, but I was even talking to my partners, and we were saying, boy, I was bouncing it off of my partner, and I was saying to her, I wanted to do something like this because I don't know how many persons are out there and they're aware of this kind of disease. Because when people talk about diabetes, people say, no man, a sugar. So
You have too much sugar.
it's more, it's a lot, it's really a lot more than just it is sugar. It can lead to chronic kidney disease.
Yes. So true.
We have to watch what we eat, watch what we drink, pay attention more to this. This morning I started, because I said, okay, we need to start fresh, and and my partner said to me, go and walk. We need to make it a habit. Every morning we get to, we walk, we go to the park, we walk, we need to. And walking this morning and even just working out, doing a little bit, I felt rejuvenated.
Yeah. That's also one of the lifestyle modification.
Huh?
Which I forget to mention now, but thank you.
No problem.
Exercise.
Yes.
We encourage our patient to exercise.
Yes.
Lose weight.
Yes.
Exercise is very important. And if you have chronic kidney disease where you're not supposed to, you don't have to go in a gym and to lift up weights or anything like that. A simple 30 to 45 minutes per day, every other day, and with time you intensify your time is very helpful. It helps you not only blood circulation, cardiovascular health, but also help your kidneys, etc.
To function the way they should.
better.
Guys, it is, I mean, as I said before, the link is there. Check out the website and just pass it on. Because we need to we need to help. I don't see where there is much being done for it. And I know myself and Dr. Badal would really like to see the foundation grow, and we just keep doing things for it to make it magical. It's hard when you hear about someone passing from this kind of, everybody has to go, but you would want to keep them around for a little longer and stuff, but not at the expense of feeling or being tortured. So this is like faith for me. I mean, Dr. Wada started the foundation, so we can keep on sharing, we can keep on linking, we can make connections, you know, to for the foundation to grow. And what you said is that
Kidney Day.
kidney
Well, Kidney Day is always celebrated the 9th of March,
9th of March,
but I do have activities for the entire week.
right?
So I go to this year. I did a presentation with. I went to different schools. I went to the ministries. I went to life insurances, doing different presentations
Presentations, right.
about prevention of chronic
Mhm.
kidney disease. How do we prevent it? And also, not only my objective in the for the foundation is to raise funds, but also um, I have thought about it that also I have to go out there not only to promote the foundation but also to promote prevention,
Mhm.
preventative measures,
Right,
so that individuals do not develop kidney disease.
right.
Because once we can do that, then we won't have any kidney
Kidney
failure.
failure is true.
And a little statistics for you to have a little idea of what is happening in the world. Um, Based on World Health Organization, the leading cause of death right now is cardiovascular problems, ischemic heart disease, that is heart attack. And currently, kidney disease is number 10. But in the next couple of years, probably 2030 or 2040, they have estimated that it might be number 3,
Wow.
kidney disease. This is how serious it is.
Wow.
And we are trying our best, as me and my colleagues as nephrologists, we are trying our best to educate our patient as much as possible. So yeah, this is where we're at.
Wow. Guys, that's deep. 10, but in a few years, number 3. Again, I say protect yourselves, learn about whatever is happening, because the health, the should I say the health system most of the time is not actually for us. Because I mean, even just how sometimes when you have well, what you think is an emergency and you go to the hospital, it's like it's not so much of an emergency for them. And sometimes the patient is there, like if it's oxygen, just to get an oxygen mask onto the patient real quickly. You might never know, So sometimes, in this form, it's rough. It's rough, but
Yeah, living with chronic kidney disease it's a hard life. To be honest with you, you have a lot of complications. Having kidney disease, kidney failure. Even though you are getting the dialysis, you may prolong your life. You might live. I have patients with on dialysis for over 20 years, and some of them do actually work. That is good.
mhm,
But the ones who cannot afford it are the ones who suffer. And also, chronic kidney disease or kidney failure have a lot of complications. You have cardiovascular complication. In other words, um, if you had cardiovascular problem before, it worsens.
Right.
With kidney disease, your blood pressure will worsen. You end up having bone mineral disease, bone deformity. You might see yourself having some facial, your bone in the forehead, the face might change its shape, the hands, the fingers get bigger. There may be a point in time where the patient stop walking
mhm.
because they have no strength in the legs. These are just some of the complications. Some of them, um, after a few years of been on dialysis develop because the kidney is there that is not working, can develop kidney cancer. So there's a lot of things that can happen. This is why we ensure that we do the right thing for those patients so that they could be comfortable at all times as much as possible.
Wow, there you have it. Like, as Boji would say, it's not an easy road. Them say the glamour and the glitter, and they think a better rose. For those of you who are just joining the live, we're talking to Dr. Marius Badal. He is a kidney specialist and an and internist, sorry. And he just opened our eyes to a lot that's going on with the kidney. And if you don't take care of it, yeah? So we can say the kidney is what makes the body function the way it should, because you have to pass all of that waste out. Because if that waste stays, we're in problems. Yeah? Remember, the link is there. Please give the website a look. The foundation, I know, is going to grow so beautiful. So, Dr. Badal, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, and I thank you so much for. I mean, you went right into my head and you took it out and you started it, and it's going to work. It is going to work. I can tell you that much. It is going to work. By God's grace, it is going to work, because we're going to put it out. We're going to make people aware. People, March 9th and onward. The week of March 9th is World Kidney Day. Right? So how come? Because one of the times, I think at one point they were celebrating it in, I believe it's October.
No, I think.
Or is there something different?
Yes, probably October or November is World HIV Day. That month. Also, they may have around that same time kidney cancer. So I don't know too sure about
October, but March is.
But March, I know definitely.
So you see, I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that. I mean, sorry, that we celebrate.
Not really celebrate, but we try to.
I highlight. I mean, yeah,
yes.
You know, I mean, I say celebrate because we celebrate Cancer Month.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Make it the awareness more.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we wear the color pink and all of this. What's the color for kidney worm? I think they say it's blue.
I think it's
right. It's blue. So as you come around to that time, you know, but for us, we're gonna make it every day, a special day, you know, that we make people aware of these things. And people, trust me, if you don't know, read. Google became my best friend when my mom took sick. Google became my best friend until I met Dr. Badal. Dr. Badal can tell us, I call him and ask him everything.
I became her Google.
I call and ask for everything. If I don't get him on the phone, I WhatsApp him and I say, Doc, X, Y, and Z, tell me what is going on and all of these things. And it's good to know, it's good to be aware. Because if you can detect it from early, then you can fix it before it gets worse. Dr. Badal, thank you so much for being here. I mean, the link is out there, and I'm sure people are, you know, logging on to see how the website looks. And yeah,
Yes.
you can let me know
by tomorrow.
What is happening and what's up on the website, what's going on. But thank you so much for being here. I mean, I don't know how you find time, because a lot of times when I call you, you're either in theater or you're going to school or something.
Well, I'm still at school now.
Wow. What exactly are you studying further in your studies in?
Well, this one is a simple diploma. It's a simple course.
Okay. In
managerial role.
See, we're never too old to learn. Never too old to learn. Junior Williams, big up yourself. Alpha Dog, big up yourself. Trevor, big up yourself. Earlier on, I saw that Hittis was on the live. I'm not sure if he's still here. Hittis, big up yourself for all of the bartender cast and crew member that's here tonight. Big up yourself. Bam team in the building, big up yourself. Dimples, big up yourself. We were talking to Dr. Badal, kidney specialist and an internist. Dr. Badal, thank you so much. I don't know if there is anything else that you would love to tell my viewers and subscribers. Please, the floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here tonight. I do really appreciate it. I came here not really for the promotion of my foundation, but really to educate the population about what is kidney disease, the complication of the kidney disease, and possible treatment out there, and how to prevent it. So I encourage the audience, the viewers, that if you have diabetes or any sickness, you should see your physician, tell him about what you're experiencing so that they can screen you to see that if you don't have it, to see if you have any kidney disease. And if you do, then to refer you to see a nephrologist. If you don't have any sickness, you still do your yearly checkup, because diabetes is normally people say you don't feel anything. You will not feel anything. But when you do the blood test or the urine test, you might end up being surprised that you have diabetes. Hypertension also. I'm stressing on those two because they are the leading cause, mostly because of chronic kidney
Chronic
disease.
kidney disease, okay.
So hypertension is also we call it a silent killer. So it doesn't give you any warning sign. You just wake up someday and you feel like, hey, you don't feel right. When you check your pressure over 200.
Wow.
It can kill you, can give you stroke, can give you heart attack, right? So my encouragement, my advice is do the right thing for you. You have learned some information tonight. Use it wisely. Thank you very much. And also donate. Let's save at least one person at a time.
Yes, it's a start.
It's a start. Or $1. One person give $1, the next one give one, that's two already. By the time we reach 10, at least somebody can get a treatment to save their life. So that's my encouragement.
Aww, Dr. Badal, thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Guys, listen, a word of thank you for. Yeah, you can go.
Thank you.
Yes. Guys, thank you so much for being, encouraging to all of these things. I mean, please, the information that was given tonight, make sure you use it wisely. You can help a friend, you can help a family member. I'm sure a lot of you didn't even know so much about this whole kidney disease thing. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm very much still learning. I mean, this is close to me. I don't know nobody, I don't put this out there, but not a lot of persons know. My mom is she's a stage 5 renal patient. She does dialysis twice a week, and it's rough. Because some of the times, when she comes off the treatment, it's like she don't know where she is, and she's, there's always somebody that needs to be around her to say, boy, steady her, to say, boy, she's here, she's okay, and the trips that we make, a lot of times, when she goes into one of those things when the toxins get too much for her body and it's hospital time, that's another, trust me. So please, the link is in the live chat. Go on, donate as much as you can. Tell a friend to tell another friend. Please, let's help each other to save a life, even if it's just by giving a word of advice to them. Tell them to you see them sick and them sit down with it, tell them go check it out. You may never know what happens or what is happening inside the body. Because we never know, some sickness don't come out on the body. And when you go to the doctor, I mean, just like Dr. Badal said, when you go to the doctor and they say you go to all kind of tests, that is when you really find out that, hey, I've been I've been neglecting my body. May I eat this whole heap since I have changed my diet, guys. Listen, there is no better food than the one we cook at home because you know what to put in there. You know all of the herbs to put in there and the less salt. Less salt. Believe me. Less salt, less sugar, less soda, less juice, more water. Most of the time, if I'm not drinking water, here it is a glass of wine. You know what I mean? So help save a life, pass on a message. It's very encouraging. Yes. So now I get to talk to you about all the nice fancy things that's happening on our page. Listen, the excitement with the scenes and all these things. What is going on? I am so excited. I am so excited, guys. Like, the scenes are amazing. Let me see what Barbara is saying. The autoimmune disease is also genetic related. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. People say, I stop adding, putting and adding salt to your food after you're done cooking it. Oh my God. Pebbles, good night, my darling. No, Pebbles, why you said that? No, man. No, man. I got you. I got you. I know you're here. And trust me, guys, remember the live is not going to come down. So if you did not catch the live from the beginning, you can catch the live at any time. Remember, as I said again, the link is in the live chat for the website for the foundation. Again, let me tell you, it is called the Dialysis Aid Foundation Limited. Yes, we're trying to help persons for those who cannot afford to do dialysis, for those who cannot afford a treatment. Yeah, so donate. I'm going to be checking in with Dr. Badal to, find out what is going on, how is the foundation going, and, just to do more things in pushing it forward, letting people get, more and more aware of these things. Yes. And yeah, like I'm awesome. Like, how long I've been trying to get him here, people. I've been trying to get him here for the longest time, and like tonight he just had a free night, and I said, Dr. Mala, they're coming on to my show tonight, so you have to be here, and he made it. I'm so happy. I'm so yeah. I'm very much happy. Yes, Barbara, our health is more precious than wealth. We can't save up the money, can't go to the grave with we, because I eat same one I go bury we if God forbid anything happens. So take care of you, take care of who is around you, please. Yes, nothing but healthiness. Take your walks in the morning, get your vitamin D in that sun, watch your proteins and all of these things. No, I have to be doing all of these things because, you know, I'm trying to not drop into the case of where mom is, so I'm doing all of these healthy things and making sure I am healthy so I can take care of her and take care of my pops. The two precious cargo them, the two baby them. A lot of persons don't hear me talking about my parents, I mean, out loud like that. But sometimes some things are private. You just want to hold it there to you because you don't want people to, you don't want nobody really feel sorry for you because I mean we have persons that are out there that are worse off than us. I can deal, or I try to deal with my situation. If once I can't deal with it, I find my source and I talk, I bawl, once it's too much for me, so if you have these things, then find a source and let it out, because that's the only way that's a part of being healthy as well, letting it out. Yeah, when it's too much, it helps. So how are we with the scenes for this week? How is it going? How has it been? Because I would have excitement happening this week. Like, excuse me, Michelle is has passed. Marcus is trying iron fire because he thinks that the job was done by Savage. Crazy, isn't it? No, Bubbles in a whole heap of, like she about to blow a gasket because all of what she was doing, she broke every rule that her boss said to her. Listen, stay your ground, back off. But being the person that Bubbles is, she don't like listening. So all of this reach her now. So now she feel like they're going to be targeting her. You know what I mean? Barbara, you know I cannot answer that question. Hmm? Watch the show. That's all I am going to tell you. That's all I am going to say to you. Watch the show. Watch the show. You'll get all of the niceness and all of the juiciness from the show. Hmm? I don't know, like, what are some of the things you guys see that's happening? No, man, come up and talk. Come up and chat. Come up and chat, because, Dr. Badal has given us all our information. And I know it has stuck with a lot of us. So, we're talking about, we're scenes now. We're scenes that's, yeah. Like, I can't wait to go home to go finish watch the other scenes. Because, like, I'm on edge. I'm on my seat. I'm on my seat. What is happening? Come on, talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Talk to me. Because the scenes, them just going through the roof. Big up yourself, director. Big up yourself, editor. We don't go on with yourself, because when you change the show from horror show to suspense to drama to action, listen to me now. Listen to me. This is great. Look your own alike. Marcus Bodyguard. Marcus Bodyguard one with himself. The man said any tune you play, we can dance to it. No, let me say me jump up in the house and a pair go chat. Peer shot me lick. Peer shot me lick. Chef a soon convert. Oh, Barbara, that is true. That is true. Bubbles, she, like, Whisper is just a sweetheart. That is how you know Whispers have your back. That is how we know him have my back. Because Whispers is like, yo, bossy, you worry yourself, you think too much, you think too hard. Just let it go, make it slide. We don't have nothing to do with that. He got Bubbles back. And yeah, Bubbles really appreciating for that. You know what I mean? Always. Barbara, what you say? Tony and me coming at this seat. Come explain yourself now, Barbara. Explain yourself. Dimple, Savage no move by that because him see worse. Remember, Savage see him daughter take our last breath in her hand. So that no shaking. Michelle being gone, that no face him. Marcus behaving the way how he's behaving with him, that don't face him. If Marcus have not come again. He is my right hand. Like I was saying, I don't remember if I was saying it to you guys, but I went into an institution the other day and was doing a transaction, and Whispers was with me. No, this is just a normal day in Shelly and Christopher's life. Just a normal day. And I, being in the institution, I went up to the counter and was doing my transaction. And a lady, one of the other ladies that work inside there, she knows me. And she come around to the window and she said, Whispers are really your bodyguard. And I burst out a laugh because I did not realize how it looked. I walked into the institution, went into up to the counter, and Whispers stood close to the door. Like I did not realize. And then on my way out, I didn't even have to say anything to him. It was just an eye contact. I walked past him and he looked around and he walked out. Like, it's when I went outside, I was saying to myself, no man. Mm-mm. I said, what just happened? That's how, like, you're not in the character, but you live in the character. Because it felt real, guys. If anybody saw it, they would have said, watch Bubbles and Whisper. So it felt real. It really felt real. Pebbles, please behave yourself. The one savage. No man, Ricky, come out. Ricky, step out and protect him in boss. I'm like that. And all he had to do, I mean, at one stage, all he had to do was, all Marcus had to do was give him a look. And Ricky followed. As so when you have your loyal bodyguards then beside you or behind you, from your girl look. That's it. From your girl look. That's it. Listen to me, man. We live in the character. Big up yourself, Barbara. Thank you so much for your contribution. Look here, Dimples. What I don't listen. I don't even know what Marcus was trying to do. I don't know. I don't know why I believe him could have just walk up and savage. So I don't know. Him did feel him strength that day. Him feel him strength because Marcus is still a little delusional and everything. Julia, where you say why you feel like Tony and a shepherd picnic? Come, talk to me. Curls, big up yourself, Curls. Whisper is a true right hand. May I tell you, almost like he would have run in a bullet for me. That's how it feel, as being my right hand. Curls, let me tell you something, man. The stand up in front of Savage. Him make him know say, I'm not afraid of you, but don't afraid of you. So come again. I'm not afraid of you. But Ricky have to watch him back though. Because you see the kind of man with Savage is. Pebbles, look here. Can I tell you something? If Love Belly was a person, see her right there. So Tony and she a cast Bubbles. She a cast her. She love her belly. She love her belly bad. Asia asked me if she must use all of the spaghetti. She love her belly and she know. Oh, she always a smell food like 5. Alright. Karen in the building, big up yourself. Renita McNish, big up yourself. Hi, bossy. Bless up. I love Whispers. Wish I could have him as my other half. Dimples come right here, so. Bam team come right here, so. Karen come right here, so. Renita McNish says, Hi Bossy, aka Bubbles. Bless up, I love whispers. Wish I could have him as my other half just to bodyguard me. Him real. Alright, Renita. I cannot manage. Curls, no man, me tell you, say, a peer shot me lick when Ricky stand up in front time and him say, anyone you want to play the dance to it. Say, yeah. But say, I run up and down in the house, I'm going, listen to me. Listen. I become an audience member because I don't think a lot of persons think that or most of the cast and group members are there at the seat. Junior, tell them no, tell them. We sit down and watch too, like, oh no, we are normal audience members. We sit down and watch all the scenes just like, oh no. Unless all right, so even the scenes that I'm in, I know how it go. I know that Bubbles is in. I know how it goes because Bubbles is present. But after all the putting together and the editing, when you actually see that on the screen, is a totally different thing because now the editor makes magic. It make magic. Barbara is priceless. She come in like a little sister to me. She come in like a little sister to me. So every chance I get to counsel her, I will. I will. I try to counsel her, set her on the right path, and just make sure say, take it easy, take our time. Don't wanna get too jumpy and bubbly, you know. Renita, stay there. Your dimples, she. Dimples, look here. Shepherd is just a totally different story. Totally different. Charmaine, my cousin, big up yourself. Big up yourself. We're not kill off nobody. Who we kill? Watch the show. We tell you now, we bring drama, we bring suspense, we bring action, we bring look here, we are making afraid. Horror movie turn up in a show. Horror movie turn up in the scene them. It's not a normal thing. But tell you, when it comes to Xpressionz JA YouTube channel, the bartender on the lookout for everything that's explosive. We're carrying up on a roller coaster. We're carrying it to the very top and then we're dropping up so the belly bottom can drop out. That's how we stay. Don't cost me. We just want to keep you right there, tuned in and coming back and wanting more. Nothing wrong with that. But you want to watch enough other series on Netflix on a hooked. Just like on a hook on the bartender. Right there, so. Janet, big up yourself. Thank you so much. Pebbles, tell them again, my dear. Thank you, Renita. Yeah, it keeps a lot of persons on the edge of their seat. Here they. Exactly, Julia. We drop the character and become subscribers because it excites us to see all of these. Look here. And even sometimes when we watch a scene, we gone in at the group chat and we start talk and say, this character, how them go on. And yeah, we encourage our crew members. We do. We have that kind of family rapport. We say, yeah, you shut up a scene. Yes. Yeah. We have that kind of bond, family. When am I look here, listen. Alright, so hold on. Yes, so when Shelly Carey Savage come sit down in this chair any Sunday, she have to make sure anything she drink extremely strong. All right? Because Savage is a whole heap to deal with on that particular night that he's going to be live here with me. So, Look out, because it might be very soon. Who to tell? Guys, listen. Want to make sure on the like up the scenes them. Like and run go tell the people them, the other people them, your neighbor, your friend, your cousin, your auntie say, run, go watch the bartender. We live it, people. It's a part of us. Sometimes I'm sure we are unaware that the character is even coming out on a normal day. I'm approached a lot of times to say, boy, Bubbles, are really police, you're really police. So we live our characters. So whatever you see in our production is what we give because we want you to see how entertaining and educating the show can be. Yeah, we're not giving another little slapdash. No, never that. It's all about being on top of our game in what we do and what we produce. Even though I know she not dead in a real life from the show because she did don't plan it. Katie, how you know that? How you know that, Katie? Barbara, listen to me. You want Sandra mad? You want Sandra mad, you want Sandra mad. I am looking for what is coming next because I am on the edge of my seat. Because now, yes, you have a point. Carlton here say Michelle dead. So who to tell? Trip, cancel. Because now we must get to the bottom of what is going on. Tiffany still don't arise. So, wanna know Carlton head turn upside down. I wonder if him and him brother going to come together for find out. Wow, interesting. Wow. Let's see. I'm yet to see what the director comes with. I am. And I'm just so loving it. Listen, girls, they can't wait for Savage Forward on the live. No, it is a trip. Me tell you no, I have to have a very strong drink while sitting here and because trust me, I don't even think an hour and a half is going to do with that live. We might be sitting here for a long night. However, sitting here for a long night, it's going to be very exciting. I can guarantee y'all that. Yes, Barbara, so bring him. Listen, remember again, people, please to like up the live, please to like up, run, go watch the scenes all over again, share the page, share Xpressionz JA's YouTube channel, and I mean, just come on and let people express themselves. You understand? 'Cause that's what it's about. We laugh and everything. Dimples, so you know. Oh, you stay? Dimple says she feel like she'll take a special trip when Savage go live. You'll be here with me, right, Barbara? Barbara, please don't forget to hit me up because you said you soon forward all these things. So hit me up so we can make the arrangement. Carlton gone in a defensive mode, curls. Or what went wrong? Who to tell? I wonder if I even go find Tiffany. We don't know. We don't know. But as again I said, guys, listen, tell a friend to tell another friend, share, like, subscribe, become a member. All the juicy stuff is happening in members only. If you're not a member, please click on the video, any one of the videos, click on the description You will get all the information in there. If you're not in Jamaica, you don't need to download that VPN link that's there. If you're in Jamaica, you need to download the VPN link that's in the description. Follow the instructions and become a member. It's just one click of that join button. All right. Again, remember, once you hit the join, don't forget to tick that little box that says to, continue your subscription. Because sometimes we'll forget, and then we'll come on the live and say, boy, we now get this and bring and whatever, but we're not knowing that the subscription was not paid for. So you're missing out on everything. Yeah? What's coming up for Dance Xpressionz? April 29th is a special night. We will be on the show of Murder, She Wrote, Shaka Demus and Pliers. You will see it, advertising on our page. You'll see the advertising on our page. Guys, if you can make it, make it. If you can't, don't worry. What got to know? What got, you see how nice to know, but again, this is only gonna be in members only. So to see all the excitement and the niceness, members only. Sunday's live will be happening in NYC. That's the Big Apple, New York City, at one of our fans' home. Yeah? And if you're in the Big Apple, if you're in NYC, don't worry. Well, the flyer is gonna be out with all the information on it, where to come. You will see us in person, myself and the director, the writer, the editor, the producer. Don't sorry. It don't get no better than that. Right there's on Sunday, 23rd of April. Come join us. Come sit with us. Come have a chat. You want an autograph? We got you. We're here on Sunday, right in NYC, doing our live from New York City. No man, I want some of them other live here too, in a Canada, in a you name it. As long as you want us there, just make one know. Just let us know. And we'll turn right up at your door. Yeah? People, it has been a wonderful night. It's another beautiful Wednesday night, Unwind Wednesdays, and I will try to bring more and more. Big up yourself. I don't know who is that. Wait, make a jump back on. Barbara again, big up yourself. Barbara tried to the line said members only is a private party. Big up yourself, Barbara. Enough love and respect. When you come to Jamaica, it's gonna be a fun time, and we're gonna make sure that you enjoy your time with us. Yeah, we know Ubex Bex. Karen says she is ready for Sunday. Not a normal thing. Thank you guys so much. As much as I can, I will try to bring persons to my program to educate you on, just health in itself. A lot of persons seem to neglect that part of their life, and we need to pay strict attention to this. You never know. As I said, every day, tell somebody you love them, tell somebody, you appreciate them, give them a hug. You may never know what they're going through, but that one hug that you give them, they will feel oh so much better. It may not take away the problems, but it's alleviating a little bit of the pressure that they're feeling because they needed that hug. Again, I love and appreciate you all for being here tonight. Every Wednesday night, you're here with me, vibing, chilling, and chatting. I say one love, blessings. Thank you, my guest, Dr. Badal, for being here, kidney specialist and internist. Thank you so much for sharing and educating us on kidney disease. Chrissy, happy birthday. My phone keep going black so fast. I need to change the settings on this phone. Chrissy, happy birthday. When you said that's my birthday, April 23rd, the Sunday. Happy birthday when it comes. Guys, if there is anybody inside here before the month ends and you do have a birthday, happy birthday before it comes. For those of you whose birthday is gone, happy belated birthday. Loads of love and blessings from the Xpressionz JA family. We do appreciate you for being right here. So Chrissy, you know you're going to spend your birthday, part of your birthday with us, on live, so we can big you up and bless you up some more and all these things. You know how it go. If you're in New York City, the information will be out so you can find us and come join us and have some nice times. Oh, your birthday's on the 29th. No, sir. Yeah, big things, big things. Happy birthday again when it comes. I will ensure to remember to, bless you up again and just, tell you loads of blessings and love. Again, people, thank you so much for joining the live tonight. I do appreciate and love you. One love, First Ladies out.